Hello, welcome to the Game on Grapevine. Today we're waging a war of words and guns. Yes, the legal furore between publishers Activision and developers Infinity Ward got even hotter today, with allegations emerging that Activision began to run a police state-like business. For those that have been following the battle since it erupted back in March, this is just another instalment in a legal fight that quickly turned into the ugliest and largest developer dispute the gaming world has ever seen. However, many of you would doubtless still be wondering what the whole thing's about. Well, lock and load, brothers and sisters, you're off to boot camp. The first shots were fired back in March when Infinity Ward's founding fathers Vince Zampella and Jason West were dismissed from their executive positions, allegedly for conspiring to start a new dev team and take a load of Infinity Ward developers with them. So soon after the global phenomenon that was Infinity Ward's Modern Warfare 2, this was immediately seen as a pretty harsh move by Activision, and that's when things got real. Soon after Zampella and West lost their jobs, a bit of an exodus started up, with a load of Infinity Ward developers leaving Activision in protest at their dismissal and joining forces with the two fired fathers to start a new development team named Respawn. Now you've got to see the irony here. Activision fired Zampella and West, claiming they were plotting to leave and take several developers with them, thereby ensuring that they left and took several developers with them. Anyway, it was at this point that things got really real. Fired from their jobs after creating one of the biggest gaming franchises ever, Zampella and West weren't going to stay silent for long, which is why they dropped the first L-bomb, a good old-fashioned lawsuit. Activision was slapped with a suit claiming they withheld bonus money for the pair to the tune of $36 million. That's 720,000 times the retail price of one copy of Modern Warfare 2, by the way, if you were wondering. As always, when the big guns are out, it wasn't long until the other side returned fire, and that's when things got really, really real. In April this year, Activision launched a suit of their own against West and Zampella, claiming the pair had morphed from valued, responsible executives into insubordinate and self-serving schemers who attempted to hijack Activision's assets for their own personal gain. Their words, not mine. They also claimed the pair took a secret trip by private jet to Northern California, arranged by their Hollywood agent to meet with the most senior executives of Activision's closest competitor. That'd be EA then. So Zampella and West were suing Activision, and Activision was suing Zampella and West. The whole family's on board, you might think. Well, you'd think wrong, because it's at this point that things got really, really, really real. No sooner had the shell casing from Activision's countersuit hit the floor than 40, count them 40, former Infinity Ward employees filed a separate lawsuit against Activision. The accusations made as part of the case are quite similar to those of the first lawsuit filed, including the withholding of Modern Warfare 2 bonus money from IW employees. Activision supposedly refused to fork over 60% of bonus cash from Modern Warfare 2, demanding they develop and release a third Modern Warfare in time for November next year before they coughed up. On top of this alleged ransom holding, Activision supposedly had a contractual agreement with Infinity Ward that ensured the next title they made after Modern Warfare 2 would not be another sequel, as they wanted to explore other territories. Infinity Ward, though, were apparently just told to get over it and get on with churning out the sequels. It was at this point, no seriously, that things got really, 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 really real. According to the latest amendments to the 40-strong case made by former Infinity Ward employees, Activision began to run the business like a police state, subjecting Infinity Ward employees to secret interrogations, creating a hostile work environment for developers. There have even been allegations that security guards were posted at all studio exits in an attempt to intimidate developers.
The Kremlin, however, sees it differently.
If all this is proven to be true in court, it'll be a massive blow to Activision and certainly a landmark ruling in terms of the gaming industry. We'll have to wait for a while though to see it happen. The first lawsuit won't even reach court until the 23rd of May next year. Court dates for the other two suits haven't even been set yet.
You may be able to destroy me, but the beast will eventually come for you.
Whatever the outcome though, one thing is clear, these guys are digging in for a long war. Also, things are really, 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 really real. So there you have it, the Activision Infinity Ward dispute in some minutes. I'm not wearing a watch. We'll have more for you as soon as it gets more real. In the meantime, more gaming gavel bashing tomorrow.